What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Facebook with the ticker symbol FB. Remember that if you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only and does not constitute any financial advice. We'll start at the technical analysis by going over what I see in the daily chart and potential price targets. Then we'll take a quick look on the weekly chart to wrap it all up. So on the daily chart, it looks like Facebook is starting to sell off since right now we got below the EMA and we're starting to trend lower. We're making lower lows and lower highs. Pretty much the price structure has changed since we just shot through the EMA and we cannot find support previously, as like right here. So previously we were finding support at the EMA if we were near it, or even if we just went underneath it, we quickly bounced above it. But over here it looks like we're just shooting down. So looks like prices are inside of this channel right here. Let me draw it out for you guys. So it's too early to be buying any dips because we're still in this channel right here. Previously there was a spike in channel in play. Show you guys that also. So this was the spike up right here inside this red channel. That's the spike, and then pretty much prices went in a flatter channel, and this is the flatter channel right here. Let me see where it fits the best. Pretty much right here fits really nicely. Every time we come down to this lows, pretty much prices bounce, it finds support, and every time we come up to the highs we kind of find resistance. So maybe it's a little flatter, actually, maybe something like this. Maybe it's off of this swing. So off of this swing fits better. There we go. So that fits pretty nicely. As you can see here, the midline is acting as support and resistance. There was a spike in channel in play where prices were making higher highs, higher lows, and now we got this breakout side of the channel and prices are turning lower. So we got this breakout side just because normally if we come short on the upper side of the channel, we're gonna normally lead to a break or a little slight reversal. That's like what happened. So I'll also show you a bigger pattern in play that gives more evidence why this sell-off was coming anyway. So where are we going in the near term? So it's gonna be a strong support line that I see, which is back at this level right here, probably around that low 200s or the high 290s. So probably like right around here, just because previously prices were range bound right over here. Show you guys that right now with the channel tool. So these look like the lows of the range right here, right around that 246 level, and it looks like the highs is right around that 295 level. So it looks like prices may come back to test this level one more time. I don't know if it might come back this far, but it's definitely a possibility since because this is a major support side. If prices are having a tough time breaking through a level and then we finally do it and test it, so that's a good sign. So that means it's a strong support level now and we're going to trend higher. That's what happened. So it looks like they might want to come back to test it again just because there might be a lot of buy orders left over here at this breakout level. Anyway, so in the near term, since we're kind of getting super far away from the EMA, we might pull back and get a break outside of this channel, but eventually I still see a retest of the lows or even a new one. Even if we do continue to trend lower from here, we will probably get a retest of the lows after a break. So that's what I expect to happen, something like this. I don't know how far low it can go. Maybe it'll come back down all the way to this 294 level or 295 level. We just gotta wait and see. But as of right now, in the near term, looks like we're probably gonna pull back and then continue lower. Eventually we will probably go back to retest these highs just because this is the first break outside of the channel, and if we get a break outside of the channel, normally prices like to retest that extreme. So same thing for this downtrend channel. Even if we get a break outside, I expect a retest of the lows or a new one, and especially for this uptrend channel, after this break outside, I expect a retest of the highs or even a new one. So that's what I expect to happen. If I zoom out a little further, you can see that prices pretty much made two legs up. Let me go and clear these drawings so you guys can see the chart a little clearer. Just give me 1 second. Let's just clear these drawings out. So as you can see here, prices made a leg up, then sideways, and then the second leg up. So prices came up short of it, so that's not a good sign. Normally we come up short of a measured move, we get a strong reversal in the opposite direction, and that's what happened. It looks like the target for Facebook was right around that that 412 level, and prices came up short of it by a good amount, and that's why we're seeing a large reversal. Also, because there's another spiking channel play, a major pattern one, so it looks like if I maybe connect it from here, the lows of the channel, and I drag it up, so this fits pretty nicely right here. As you can see here, let me just zoom in a little bit better, and let me change this range color so it doesn't blend in with the channel. Let's make it purple. So as you can see here, prices pretty much made a spike up and then a flatter channel. Same thing on the smaller scale, spike up in a flatter channel, but this is just a larger scale. So prices pretty much were due for this sell-off, just because we were at the upper side of the larger major channel. So normally when we get that, prices come back to the lower side of the channel. So that's what I expect to happen. Maybe it'll come all the way back here, but that's what I expect to see. So after that break, this is where prices can go to, right around the low 300 level or the high 290s. And then from here, we probably get a bounce, or even if we do break it slightly, I still expect a retest of those highs or even a new one. And maybe this time we'll go back all the way up to that target I expect prices to reach at that 412 level. So that's pretty much everything I see on the daily chart. Let me just zoom out a little better so you can see my entire technical analysis. So what I did first was I did this downtrend channel that prices are currently inside of. I do expect a reversal in the near term, but that doesn't mean it's going to last forever. It's just temporary, because I still expect a retest of these lows and even a new one. And where could we go? We could go back to the lower side of this larger yellow channel, right around the low 300s or the high 290s. And it makes sense because there is this heavy support level right around the high 290s, so we can see a large bounce here. And if we start trending all the way back up, this would be my target that prices would want to reach, because the price action moves in twos, right around this 412 level. So that's pretty much everything I see on the daily chart. So let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly chart. So there's nothing much to say on the weekly chart. I pretty much said everything on the daily chart. As you can see here, prices were far away from the EMA for quite a long time, and we kind of got extended from it. So sooner or later, we were due for a pullback, and this is what's happening right now. Prices do not like to be far away from the EMA for a long time and not too far away from it, because the EMA is like a magnet. So pretty much what happened over here is the same thing we're seeing right here. Also, I still expect this measure move to be reached in the future. We just gotta wait and see. I mean, if this sell-off is worse than I think, then obviously this measure move won't be reached, right? You got to look for some other target. But if prices do find support at the yellow channel bottom side and the low 300s or the high 290s, and we get a bounce and we start trending back up, then this is the target I expect price to reach. If not, then I'll show you guys a different measure move to the lower side that prices could potentially reach. So we just got to go day by day, and I'll go from there. So that's pretty much everything I see for Facebook. So in the meantime, expect prices to pull back, but that pullback will be just short-lived, and we'll probably continue to sell off because we're coming back from the upper side of the channel. So prices like to go to the lower side of the channel, and from there we'll probably resume the trend. So that's everything I have for Facebook. So thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised at what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also, share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since we want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.